Had youth been willing to listen? If youth had been willing to listen to all that its grandfathers told, if the gray bearded sage, by the weight of his age, had been able attention to hold, we'd be reading by candles and heating with wood. And where we were then, we'd have certainly stood, if youth had been willing to listen to the warnings and hints of the wise, had it taken as true all the best which they knew, and believed that no higher we'd rise. The windows of sick rooms would still be kept shut, and we'd still use a cobweb to bandage a cut, if youth had been willing to listen, had it clung to the best of the past. With oxen right now, we'd be struggling to plow, and thinking a horse travels fast. We'd have stood where we were beyond question or doubt, if some pestilent germ hadn't wiped us all out. So although I am gray at the temples and settled and fixed in my ways, I wouldn't hold youth to the limits of truth that I learned in my brief yesterdays. And I say to myself, as they come and they go, those kids may find something this age doesn't know. And, of course, there's a difference between listening and obeying. And not in everything is obedience obliged, but we think of the mother, father, child stage. The child stage isn't the youngest. The mother stage, you get that relationship stuff, stories too. You have the rules and the skills of the father stage, but it's the child. You find out, well, what's actually good and true, and you're responsible for that yourself, and basically puberty onwards, that you become fully responsible for your own decisions with what you're actually capable of. But so much has been lost because people have turned things into a rebellion rather than, what it used to be to take on the child stage.